Hi everybody, a very good morning. Hope you're all well and good. It's a bright, beautiful day as you can see. I'm Jashin Kapari. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor interior solutions. Here's to a lovely cup of chai. This is with cinnamon and black pepper. It's amazing. So, a cup cha, and I'm sharing my thoughts at the start of the day because I just want to kind of, you know, do some thought sharing on how slowing down can benefit you and stuff. So normally people say, you know what, where is the time for this? हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है और सबको काम करना है और कहना आसान है और रिलैक्स करना और चिल करना अलग बात है. But what I mean is that people say we have so much to do, we don't have the time for this, and it's easy to say so. But when you're working or when you're in the corporate world or when you're doing your stuff and all that, it's a little difficult to kind of slow down or kind of take a forced rest. So the share is about this. Why am I emphasizing on this? Because there are chances of burnout, there are chances of creativity dying down, there are chances of physical illness and stuff, there are chances of negative emotions and stuff. So it helps to kind of take it easy and kind of relax a little bit, and you can always catch up probably a little later in the day or whatever and stuff. But if you're in the office and you're already doing your stuff, it's great. But for people like me who are kind of taking it easy and working from here, and they've already planned their day out and stuff, a few thoughts on how do you kind of keep this balance or keep this present moment thing happening, okay? So it's obvious, I mean, when you're doing stuff like even if you're praying or if you're in mindfulness or if you're in a church or even if you're watching a movie, even if you're taking a walk, even if you're reading a book, even if you're kind of watching TV or you're catching up with friends and family, you have a lots of interesting stuff coming up in your mind and stuff, okay? So small example is I resumed playing tennis. I decided I'm going to do this year. I've done it. I started playing tennis this year in spite of the fact that I've got this neck cervical thing, but it's better. I played my first game on the weekend on Saturday, and what really kind of pushed me and even wanted me to be excited about the sport was watching a video or watching something I'd grown up on and stuff, So maybe the answers lie somewhere in your childhood as well. What you've grown up on watching and what you've grown up on kind of getting inspired from. So this was a pretty old but a really classic video of Andre Agassi, and they had Nadal, they had Federer, and they had Pete Sampras, and this was a friendly match of entertainment and stuff. And before that, I'd watched that and stuff, and I decided in the morning that I'm going to go and do my sport and all that. And what inspired me to kind of stick to the idea, I could have said and I could have resigned and said I'm not going to go here, but is that I got my racket and I got my tennis ball out and I started practicing in the morning. And then I decided that okay, I'm going to take a little breather and I'm going to do it in the evening, which I did. So the weather was great. So I was there. I had all these videos or whatever stuff you read playing up in my mind and stuff. But the most obvious was of Jackie Chan. And Jackie Chan, as we all know, if you've grown up looking at his movies and stuff, I mean, he's a remarkable guy because all his bones have had broken during his movie shots and stuff, and his head. I believe he had a hole in his head and stuff. So when I looked at that story and I'd grown up watching it and I still watch that, it kind of got me thinking that hey, you know what? There is this guy who's done this, and look at me. And then I took a look at Serena Williams, and I was like, she had a broken back. Look at me, and. I mean, in the hospital, I'd seen girls in the 1 year tenure, a girl of 24 having a back problem. So lots of other people there and stuff. So I was like, I'm not the only one. And rather than feeling sorry for myself and rather than kind of retiring and saying, I'm not doing anything, I'm going to kick it and stuff, and I did it. So here's a relatable thought share on this, So the advantages of kind of slowing down and stuff helps you because it kind of channelizes your energy and stuff to choosing what's important for you and choosing what's not important for you. So I don't think being online is important all the time. Stalking people is important, or kind of getting into needless debates or crappy stuff is important. I think what's really important is to focus yourself offline as well. And when you take out time, you start feeling better, you start feeling stronger, your confidence level goes up, and you start noticing different things around you and stuff. So when I was in the golf course, when I was in the tennis court, there were children around there, so you could see that you would not want to expose them or want to kind of participate in negative and unhealthy debates or look at war pictures or nudity, etc. and stuff, because they are so young and it's the innocence of people which is being lost. So when you're there, you know that there is a certain section of children also from different families where parents are working hard to kind of have them get exposure to sports and quality stuff and all that. So I guess all this negative and unpleasantness floating around must stop and all. Okay, so let me go back to the next video because this is like a little beyond 6 minutes now. Yeah.